the last little essential bit of vocabulary that we've covered elsewhere in many places, but that you'll need for this download, is a little tool called the Shiver. You'll find it under different names in the Filipino martial arts. It is heavy, heavy, heavy in the Slavic martial arts. And this is the idea. From any nape control, I am seeking to extend my arm. Now, when I'm extending, I'm hitting with the inside of my arm. Many arts, will teach it like this. They will extend with the thumb up, which is arguably less telegraphic, right? Just this simple, straight alignment, and they'll pop with the inside of the arm. Why I do not like it straight is, number one, it's less powerful, because straight action, two-dimensional action, has a shorter line, whereas a spiraling action allows you to have more time to accelerate in the same distance. Think the difference of nail versus screw. But the more important reason than just power is that when I pop it straight up, sometimes I get it on the ulnar nerve, sometimes I get it on the tendon of the bicep. I don't like to get it on the bicep at all, in fact. I would rather get it on the far more durable radial muscle. And so by doing this rotation, I'm hitting a more durable surface. But more than that, as I hit, I never really want to drive straight on the exact shot so that my target, imagine it was a chin, my target is perpendicularly intercepting the nerves and the meat of my forearm. Rather, I want to always be spiraling so that I'm kind of hitting with a wave. And in doing this, I'm never having that pure moment of intersection of potentially hard target like jawbone or chin on nerve. I'm really displacing, just like you would if you wanted to rip when punching. Instead of having a long stamping time on target, I would just rotate at the moment of impact to rip tissue. In exactly the same way, I'm looking to rotate as I hit. So when I perform this motion, this is a simple way to do it solo, I can take my own hand as if it's the nape of the neck, grab the base of the skull, and practice going forward with my arm and dumping my thumb out, like I'm dumping a cup. So I want to have that motion. Once I see that's comfortable, I like to actually punch into my arm a little bit to teach sensitivity to the nerve, and then I want to kind of keep it rotating so that I'm not freezing for a second for a photo, but rather continuously displacing. This kind of shot is going to have much more power, right? Much more power in driving the head. Moreover, if I'm really compressed and I don't even have that little centimeter or two to pop it, I can push much more effectively with it as well, because it's a screwing action. So first, begin by rotating thumb down, never fully extending the elbow. Second, add rotation from the hips. So it's technically the shiver is happening in the air, and the hip brings it through your center line. If I did not rotate my hip, I would simply touch cosmetically. But if I rotate my hip at the moment of maximum penetration, then I see huge power, and that's what I want. As I get comfortable, I can do it more rapidly and catch, so that looping motion becomes like a wrap, like a wrapping action. If I'm doing this with two hands, he can't go anywhere. So I can be cruel, for example, and I can turn the face slightly so that I hit more into the soft tissue of the bridge of the nose or even the lips, and then come back. And it's an extremely fast shot, shoulder, shiver, and pull back. Excellent. We use it widely for displacement. Sister skills related to the shiver are forearm hits. So the short wrist hit, instead of clapping with the hand, I can put my cup sideways and hit into the neck. Hit and then grip. So I'm hitting with the wrist bone and then gripping. Hitting and then gripping. And you'll see this is a devastating knockout. And you need to grip, because sometimes you're going to stagger that person so much that they may drop. There's no harm, no foul if you knock them out with the wrist shot first. But our goal is really a little shot just under the base of the ear, under the jaw, to create disruption. And I can do a fuller hit with my forearm as well if I don't want to necessarily grab right away. Hit and then switch into the other hand for my bear trap. Shift and then come in. Or likewise, I can use the arm, the cradle coming around for the bear trap, and hit as if I'm cuffing, hitting with the bicep. Sometimes termed a discus punch, because it's like you're throwing a discus. I'm throwing and I'm hitting hard with the bicep and then wrapping and catching at the end. So these are some essential tools. They've been featured in numerous other downloads, but it's good to have a basic vocabulary, basic familiarity. So do train and drill those before going further.